Salute, my Tiger Tribe family, elevating higher and higher through the use and practice of self-discipline. It's your guy, it's your man, Mystical Path, the Mystic Oracle, about to drop some fire on you. You're going to like this video. Before I get into it, be sure to like and subscribe. Leave your comments. Hope you cats are doing well. I'm kind of in a good space today, so I'm going to drop some fire on you cats. I'm going to talk about, based off of a video I just seen, some guy was talking about pretty much how it's hard as a black man, or not just a black man, but just it's hard. Like interracial dating in America is hard because of like segregation and racism and all this other stuff. Let me just first say I gotta totally disagree with that. I gotta totally disagree with that. I disagree with it. Interracial dating is probably the easiest thing you can do in America and in countries abroad, from what I hear. But I know for a fact that in America, you can't use being a black man as no excuse for not being able to date, various varieties of women. Because to be honest with you, they all want you anyway. Not to put anybody else down, not to put any other race of men down or whatever, but I mean, I have to be real. I have to keep it, I got to be 100 with you guys. I mean, if as a black man in this country, I've dated just about every, and it's effortless. It's an effortless thing because when it comes to interracial dating, you have to understand that other nationalities and other races, they already have their perception of who they believe that you are, or who they think that they know you are, based upon their upbringing, their parents, shit they see on TV, things that they watch on YouTube and IG or whatever. So if you're being portrayed like some animal or some gangster, some thug like that, to women of other nationalities or whatever, they honestly they love that. You cats gonna like this video because the majority of you dudes out there that know I'm telling the truth, you know, we're portrayed as like thugs and criminals and all this other stuff, and just being manly, you know, don't give a damn. Black men are usually portrayed as men that just don't give a damn about anything. That's just how we're portrayed. But believe it or not, that turns women on. That's probably the number one antidote that attracts them to us and get them all. Look, man, because a man that don't care, in a woman's mind, he's too busy doing other things. He may be dealing with other chicks or whatever. He may have other chicks on the side. And when you know the game, women are jealous. They're highly jealous of other women. They're highly competitive. So when you know the game, being portrayed like you some thug gangster, some dude that just don't give a damn about anything, that actually works for you. It can work to your benefit if they perceive you that way. You don't have to be that way. But if other women perceive you that way, other nationalities perceive you that way, it turn them on. It get the heat. It get the wood in the fire, man. I'm telling you from experience. I'm a man with experience in the subject. I haven't dated many black women compared to women of other nationalities that I've dated, that I've been involved in. Yes, I've dated some, but I can't even count them all on one hand, probably. The black women that I've dated compared to other various nationalities and races or whatever, and doesn't mean that they're better or worse. I have my reasons for dating who I date. I got friends of different nationalities. You know, I got friends all over the world. I got friends here in the States. Black, white, Spanish, whatever. I mean, the whole nine or whatever. But if you use being black as an excuse or as a crutch that you can't pull a white chick, or you can't pull an Asian chick, and I'm not even trying to hear that you can't pull no Latina chick. If you're a brother and you can't pull a Latina chick, something highly wrong with you, bro. I'm generalizing because I'm more or less. I mean, for video's sake. I mean, I somewhat have to get you cats to comprehend, to absorb what I'm trying to say. But certain things are just easy. Certain things should just be effortless. I'm not trying to hear no excuse. I was just watching a video with this cat talking about because of racism and segregation and all this other stuff. It's hard for black men. It's a challenge for black men to date white women, and for black men to date interracially. I got to call BS. I got to call total BS on that. I'm gonna say that depends. That totally interracial dating totally depends on who you are. I mean, it depends on your personality. It may depend on your physical. Some you may catch some chicks that's real. They're real superficial. They may want you to be all pretty, and I don't know. It depends on the female. Then you may meet some white chicks that they like a rough nigga. They want you to be rough. Look. I dated a blonde. Well, let me not say dated, but we were acquainted or whatever. But she told me straight up. She was just like, you ain't, she was like, you mix with something or whatever. She's like, like, you ain't black or whatever. She's like, your vibe is a little mixed up or whatever. You ain't that underground nigga. You know what I mean? You ain't that underground black. You know, that darkness. I mean, she didn't call me no nigga, but I'm just saying. And I was like, damn, you know. And then I could see a chick just like her, resemble her or whatever, and she be with a rough rider. I told y'all in other videos, women have different variations of men that they're attracted to. Some women like pretty boys. They just do. Some women like pretty boys. They want a nigga to be all pretty and eyebrows arched, and I mean some cats take it to the max, but whatever. But some women don't like that. And if it's on an interracial thing, if you're dating interracially, believe it or not, you dating a a white chick or a Latina chick or something like that. They want you to be a little rough. A lot of times they don't like no pretty boy. I said that in another video. You cats trying to look all pretty and put no makeup, and there's a lot of you cats do that. If that's what you do, that's on you. I don't judge because I don't give a damn what you do. But I'm saying you have to base what you do off the results that you're trying to get. Some chicks are into that. Some chicks ain't into that. You know. And this video ain't just for black dudes. This video is about interracial dating. Period. You could be a white guy. You could be a Puerto Rican guy. You could be a Mexican guy. Don't matter who you are. You could be international. You have the ability You have to as a man, just as in general, no matter what your nationality or your race is, as a man in general, if you're masculine, if you're mannish, you have the ability to date any woman on this planet because you have the one thing that they desire that GMO could never modify within them, and that's masculinity. It's not money. I know it seems that way. You see these chicks all in Miami and all, these boss chicks or whatever. Dude, it's a camouflage, it's a mirage. It's fake. It's unreal. It's a smoke screen. There's no such thing. Well, let me retract that. I'm not saying there's no such thing as a boss bitch because you do have some mannish, high testosterone chicks out here. But even them, even these self-employed high testosterone women that's making six figures a year, half a million a year, a million a year. Some chicks are pulling that. Some chicks are pulling a lot more than that a year. But they still desire one thing when they deal with you. Mannishness. I don't care how tough or strong she may appear to be. I don't care how tough or strong a woman may appear to be, or authoritative, or she got everything in check. She running it. That's a mirage. That's a smokescreen, bro. If you a man, if you dominant, there's wood on the fire, bro. That's Mother Nature. You can't breed that out of no female. Maybe in the next billion years, but evolution is slow. If you know anything about evolution, and most of the theories on the evolution is garbage, is trash anyway. A lot of the shit that they're pushing about evolution is wrong anyway. But that's a whole nother subject. Any woman that you want as a man when it comes to interracial dating, any female that you want in this country or any country or anywhere, I would go as far to say as anywhere in the galaxy, but I don't remember being out there. I know I was out there at one point in one of my lives. That's another subject too. I'm talking about in this life. If you're a masculine man, if you're mannish, if you're dominant, you have the ability to date any flavor of woman you desire. Because they all have one thing in common when it comes to us. They only have one thing they want from us. It may appear to be money. It may appear to be flashy clothing and iced out and Mercedes and all this flashy dashy. But look, man, chicks can see through that. And if that's how you get down, that's just how you get down. If you just a cat that like style and fashion, that's how you get down. I like nice stuff too. But if you too sparkly and you too over you know overly insinuating confidence and all these other things, guess what? Women already know you're insecure. They can tell that, but because they so good at the game, they'll play you out your money. Oh yeah, a stripper will ride around with you and floss out with you, look all good. She'll go out. She'll let you take her to steak dinners and Ruth Chris and all this. She'll let you just trick her out. You be the ultimate trick. She might even give you some play. But guess what's gonna happen when she leave you? She going to the nigga that don't care. That rough, mannish. Look, man. I'm trying to tell you. I'm just trying to tell you what's up. I was with I was talking, kicking it with a badass blonde last week. Bad. She was bad, 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 bad. and we would just talk. We were just having conversation. It wasn't anything. Um, it wasn't anything sexual. I wasn't trying to run no game. It wasn't anything like that. We just happened to talk, and she initiated the conversation or whatever. So kudos to her. But anyway, we were talking about certain subjects and all this other stuff, and the subject got on men because I mean, she's a dime. She's highly attractive. I mean, nice body, nice personality. Just she's a trophy chick, whatever. But she told me out of her own mouth, like these cats that come out at her with all this money, whatever, and she know a lot of dudes with a lot of paper. She said that out of her own mouth. She said she know they insecure though. They use that to overcompensate for their insecurity. She told me, she took the words right out of my mouth. I didn't even have to say it. So I'm telling you, cats, you don't have to be all flat, overly flashy and all this other stuff. You don't have to be a black man. You don't have to be a black man to pull a chick of any nationality. I know white guys. Some of my best friends, they pull more different flavors than I do. They be smashing, and a lot of these cats be smashing more. I be like, how y'all? Look, man, it's not your race. It's not your nationality. Get all that race nationalist out of your that garbage out of your mind. When it comes to women, a woman will select any man because they do the selecting. But they have to see that one trait in you. They have to see that masculine dominant male. I didn't say beat her. I didn't say hit on her. You know, I mean, protect yourself. I'm not saying go and get no chick in the boxing ring and show her who the boss is and she gotta. Listen, man. If you have to forcibly make a woman come your way or forcibly get her to do what you want her to do, she's not the one for you, bro. I'm gonna say it again. If you have to force a woman, she ain't the one for you, bro. I know a lot of old school cats will argue me on that. They'll be like, "Nah, bro, you got to show who the boss is." Yeah, nigga, you gotta give her them hands, keep her in line. I understand back in the day you had to portray this. Look, man, we live in a different day and time now. You can't be going out here just being violent and rageful with no woman. Do what the ancestors did. Utilize the mind. Study the Egyptians. Study ancient cultures. They used the mind to get the woman. The woman will willingly follow a king. Listen, a queen will willingly follow a king, bro. A princess will willingly follow a prince, but you got to operate at that level. You got to be in that dimension of what you trying to portray. You can't be all wanting to, pull all different chicks and you don't have what they're looking for. She has to feel comfortable that you're a great. She has to feel comfortable with your leadership. You got to be a man to be a leader. You got to be masculine to be a leader. You got to be mannish. You got to be dominant. I'm just giving it to you. Look, man. Love you, cats. Tiger Tribe. Salute. I'll see you in the next video. Leave your comments. Peace.